Hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'll be showing you how you can become a licensed home daycare provider in Manitoba. So my name is Temi, I'm an early childhood educator and I'm a licensed daycare provider in Manitoba. So let's get started. So first, to start a home daycare, you need to contact ELCC. ELCC is Early Learning and Childcare. You can reach out to them via email at cdcinfo@gov.mb.ca. So the information I'm providing in this video is basically my own experience with ELCC. ELCC provides information session, I think every other month. You can send them an email and they can get you registered for the information session. And if you have any questions, you can just simply email cdcinfo@gov.mb.ca and they would respond to your questions promptly. You can attend their information sessions. You can go to their office and they will provide you with everything you need to become licensed. But I'm just sharing this video to just share my own experience as a licensed home daycare provider in Manitoba. So let me just quickly give you the difference between a licensed and an unlicensed home daycare. So an unlicensed home daycare, you can have only 4 children. 4 children is a maximum number you can have, and out of those 4 children, you cannot have more than 2 who are less than 2 years of age for an unlicensed home daycare. So if you want to care for more than 4 children, you need to get licensed for you to care for more than 4 children. And if you are licensed, you can decide to actually be a family home care or a group home care. So for a family child care, you can have 3 children that are not less than 2 years of age. So that means the total number of children who are less than 2 years old cannot be more than 3. And the total number of children that are less than 6 years old cannot be more than 5. But for a group childcare, you can have 12 children, and out of the 12 children, you cannot have more than 3 children that are less than 2 years of age. And for a group childcare, you need to have 2 adults working with those children. They can be 2 license holders or a license holder and an assistant. Also, let me briefly talk about funded and unfunded daycares. So a funded daycare accepts funding from the government, while an unfunded daycare does not accept funding from the government and can charge their own fees. But if you are funded by the government regulates the fees you can accept from the parents. To start a home daycare, you need to ensure that your family is supportive of the business. They are aware and you are carrying them along. And also, I want to reiterate and emphasize again, for you to get licensed, you need to submit a licensing application, and you would also submit a series of forms: prior contacts check, disclosure, child abuse registry, and police checks. You need to submit all of that to ELCC. Let me also add that you also need to submit reference checks. So these reference checks can be people who know you, but definitely not family members. People who know you and have seen you working with children. So you submit 2 reference checks. You also need to submit a record of residents and staff. So if you have any staff working in your home, or you have any staff working for you, or you have anybody living in your home, you also need to submit the record of that to them. And also, one very important thing is that you need to make sure that your house has 2 exits from the main floor. So if your house does not have 2 exits on the main floor, unfortunately, you will not be able to run a home daycare from that house. You need to have 2 exits on the main floor. That is very important. You also need to have a fire extinguisher. You need to have first aid boxes. You need to have carbon monoxide detectors. You also need to have sufficient space, and also having these toys and equipment. I will do a video trying to explain to you and to provide a guide on how you can get sufficient toys and equipment. That will be my next video. Very importantly, you also need to take CPR training and first aid training that focuses on children below the age of 12. And usually a physical class is preferred. You also need to have a general liability insurance for your daycare when you are licensed. That's to protect you and to also protect the families in your care. And also, if you have a home insurance, you need to reach out to your insurance company and notify them that you want to start a home daycare. For example, when I was about to start my home daycare, I had to reach out to my insurance company, and my insurance company at that time, I mean before I got my license, was not supportive of running a licensed home daycare from my home. So I had to change to a company that would support me having a home daycare in my home. Please cross-check with your insurance provider, and at the same time you also need to do a general liability insurance for your home daycare. Also, you need to complete a 40-hour course within the first year of being licensed. It's not a requirement for you to get licensed, but within that first year you need to complete a course. Usually I advise people that if this daycare business is something you want to do long term and you really do enjoy working with children, why not just do an early childhood education diploma? Because when you do an early childhood education diploma, you are better equipped to be able to teach these children and to become a better daycare provider. But that is up to you. You don't have to do it. It's just an advice. But you also need to prepare to work with ELCC, because when you are licensed, whether you are funded or not, you can expect them to come to your home at any time unannounced. So you need to ensure that you are safe, you keep away all hazardous substances. Also, you need to also make sure you have your policies in place. I would also be doing a video to show you how you can write your policies and all the paperwork you need to give to parents. So if this is something you're interested about, kindly subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you'll be notified when these videos drop. So I'm going to do subsequent videos to this. This is just an introduction video and a broad overview in order to start a home daycare. So if you are genuinely passionate about children and you feel this is something you've been thinking about, don't second guess it. Don't be afraid. And it is worth it. It's a rewarding experience actually. So go for it, and maybe this is your sign to start a home daycare. If you have any questions, reach out to ELCC and they would answer your questions. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.